There is a ton of hype around ChatGPT, and I can definitely understand why. There are so many interesting things that you can do with it. A lot of people are definitely familiar with the text interactions with ChatGPT. You can write a message and have it help you pen up an email or tell you a joke, that kind of thing. There are a few other functions that people are a little bit less familiar with. You can have ChatGPT take an audio recording and pull the words out of it. So translate voice to text. And you can also have ChatGPT take text and create a voice clip out of it. So you can have it use a number of different voices and say something back to you. I thought it would be really fun to combine all three of those things into a Python script and see what sort of interactions we could come up with. Okay, my name is John, and your name is Phil. We're longtime friends, and we're starting a voice chat. You are really excited to tell me about this new video game based on your favorite book, The Lord of the Rings.
Hey John. Man, am I glad to finally catch up with you. You won't believe what I just found out. They're releasing a new video game based on The Lord of the Rings. And you know me, I'm a huge Lota fan, so I'm pretty much over the moon about this. Have you heard anything about it yet?
No, I haven't. Tell me a little bit more. Is it an RPG?
Yeah, it is. It's actually an open world RPG, which is perfect for exploring Middle Earth, right? The developers have put a ton of effort into making it as immersive as possible. You can roam around iconic locations like Rivendell, Mordor, and even the Shire. Plus, you get to take on quests from characters we love, like Gandalf and Aragorn. How awesome is that?
Dude, that is awesome. Okay, do you know what kind of class you're going to play first?
Oh man, that's a tough decision. I'm torn between playing as a ranger or a wizard. Both classes have such cool abilities and fit so well within the world of Middle Earth. I think I might start with a ranger, channel my inner Aragorn. What about you? Do you have a class in mind that you'd go for?
Now that is just fun. This new model that they just released, actually in the middle of me writing this script, is ChatGPT 4.0, and it definitely has a much more conversational vibe to it. There's a lot of those kind of unique interactions, and it can come up with some very creative stuff. There is still, though, this you have to translate your voice to text and then take that text and translate it to the model. So you lose a lot of this inflection and intonation, those sorts of things. But in this new model 4 point or something, not 4.0, 4.0, you can you can put the voice directly into the model. So that audio recording, without translating it to text first, you can put it straight into the model so it doesn't lose the intonation. So it may be able to understand things like sarcasm, that sort of thing. And it also doesn't have to translate the text that it responds to whatever inquiry back to voice. It keeps all that context in the voice clip generation, and it can do some really interesting stuff. There's some cool clips out there with sarcasm, with it pretending to be a robot, some other things like that. But they haven't quite released that API out to the public yet. It is available on their app, but you can't use it in your own program yet. So we're looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I thought it would be kind of fun. I've been working with a company called TTS Labs. They have a lot of these text to speech generators, and so they have a bunch of fun ones that are they've got SpongeBob, they've got some versions that sing to you. There's a bunch of different ones, but what they do have that I thought would be fun to interact with is a pirate. Okay, my first mate, do you think this new crew do be ready to set sail, or you think they do be greener than the muck we cleaned off the bottom of the ship?
Aye, Captain Redbeard, these swabs be looking more seaworthy than a mermaid at high tide, though a few still be greener than a sea turtle's backside. They've hoisted the mainsail with nary a hitch, but their not work leaves something to be desired. We might want to run him through a few more. He drills afore we weigh anchor. What say you, Captain?
We do need to make haste in search of the dread pirate Blackbeard's treasure trove, so do some drills while we're underway, will ya?
Aye, aye, Captain. We'll get him sharp as a cutlass while we chart our course. He'll see to it they secure the rigging and practice their cannon fire. We'll be ready for any cursed dogs we encounter on our way to Blackbird's Whore.
Here, here, to onward, to riches and victory. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I'm blown away by the creativity of this new 4.0 model, and I definitely can't wait to utilize the full API when it should have reduced latency and you won't lose that intonation. It also is going to have a way better speech generation algorithm. It's going to be very cool. So I definitely can't wait to play with that. I've also been thinking about what sort of other applications you can use this for, and I'm curious if you have any ideas yourself. Some things that come to mind is, for example, a patient with dementia or an elderly person who just wants somebody to talk to. That can almost be used as it is right now, but you also can use it to, for example, practice a foreign language, and you can imagine integrating this into some sort of product. What I think would be really fun is interacting with AI in a video game. A lot of times they have these kind of canned responses. And so being able to integrate it with that and have a completely customized and unique experience, I think it'd be really cool. But what do you think? What sort of other applications can you imagine using this natural conversation with GPT or these large language models? What do you think we can do with it?